read those instructions to the jury, please?
It says, I am going to show you a photographic lineup. This group of photographs or individuals may or may not contain the person who committed the incident, now being investigated. Regardless of whether you make an identification, the Sheriff's Office will continue to investigate this incident. Keep in mind that hairstyles, beards, and complexion can change, so focus on the facial features that you remember. You will be shown photographs sequentially, one at a time, before moving to the next. All photographs will be shown to you even if you make an identification. If you recognize a person, please inform me which person you recognize and how you recognize them. Please indicate to me in your own words how certain you are of your identification. Do not discuss with other witnesses that you have or have not identified anyone.
How many photographs did you show, or Xerox copies of photographs did you show Mr. Guevara in the hospital room on December 1st of 2010?
6.
Did Mr. Guevara select one photograph as being the photograph of the person that committed the murders in this case?
Yes, sir.
And whose photograph did he select?
He selected the photograph of Michael Keetley.
This defendant sitting at the counsel table over here?
Yes, sir.
Did you have him sign that sheet containing the defendant's photograph?
I did.
Before you showed him these photographs, were the photographs numbered?
No, sir.
When did they ultimately get numbered?
Yes, sir.
And tell us about that.
After I went back to my office, before I impounded the sequential lineup, I numbered all the pages.
So at the time the photo pack was shown, there were no numbers of any sort on any of the pages, is that correct?
That is correct.
Can you show us, please, select the photograph that Mr. Gonzalo Guevara selected as being the photograph of the shooter, of the killer of the Guitron brothers?
This one.
And whose writing is that on the lower left-hand portion underneath the picture?
Right here,
Yes.
that is Mr. Guevara's signature.
And the number in the upper right-hand corner was not there at the time?
No, that number was not there.
May I publish?
This was already admitted, correct? It's already stated.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you may publish.
Now, did you do anything to try to emphasize, well, tell us how you showed him these photographs, please. And if you want to demonstrate with those photographs, please do.
When you show a sequential lineup, the thing that I always try to do is keep it consistent from one picture to the next. Try to keep it the same amount of time in between pictures, and try to keep it where he gets to see the picture the same amount of time, not to let him linger in a picture for 2 minutes and then take it away. So just try to be consistent and fluid in the way that you show the sequential. So as I have the sequential, I show him one picture at a time. On this day, he grabbed them, each picture. He said no. I grabbed the back, showed him the second picture, same thing. He grabbed it, he looked at it, said no. Grabbed the back, showed him the third picture. and he grabbed it, and right away, that's him. That's what he said, that's him. I noticed that he got teary-eyed, started shaking, and the medical equipment started beeping. I grabbed the bag. I told him I have to show you the next pictures. Showed him number 4. He said, no, that's not him. Showed him number 5. He said, that's not him. Showed him number 6. He said, that's not him. Grabbed the back. I went to picture number 3, and I asked him, where do you know that person from? He grabbed the picture. He says, that's the person that shot me and killed my friends. So I asked him to sign that picture. So that's where he signed.
Did he indicate to you or express a degree of certainty as to his identification?
Yes, he said 2,000%.
What, if anything, did you do with the instruction form?
I filled everything out in the instruction form. I'm sorry?
You filled out the top?
Yeah, I filled out the top, his case number and all the information that he requires, the person that's going to see the pictures. So then here, after I read in the instructions, I wrote his name here. And then after this was conducted, I had him sign here, this form. I had to take this back with me, and I filled the bottom out, which is the identification that he made. And then I number here, which is the picture that, the number picture that he identified.
Okay, let me, if I may take that from you.
You want the whole thing or?
Just this, showing you and publishing Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office photo or live lineup viewing instructions page that you've just testified concerning.
Yes.
So, right here in the bottom portion, it indicates I, Gonzalo Guevara. Who put Gonzalo Guevara's name there?
That's my handwriting, that's me.
And printed, understand the above information and viewing the lineup. I have identified photo, and there's a space for a number.
Yes,
Was there a change as to the numbering placed in there?
yes,
Who changed that?
I did.
Did you place the original number there?
Yes, I did.
Whose initials are these?
That's my initials.
Okay, tell us why you changed the numbering on that form.
When I go back to the office and I look at the photograph that he picked, it looks like next to his name he has a 4. So after I numbered the pictures, I just went by that number 4 and I put it on the answer. As I'm reviewing the photo pack again, I realized that's not a number 4 next to the name. That's where I crossed it to say sign the picture right here.
Can you show me that photograph that he signed? On the photo? Okay, showing you, is this, that you've just handed me, the Xerox copy of the Michael Keetley, the defendant's photograph that he selected?
Yes, sir.
I'll publish it on the same. And what is this here?
So that's where the number 4 comes in. It appears to be a number 4. So when I wrote it down, it wasn't it. It was picture number 3 that he identified, which is the one that he signed. The number 4, I confused it. Therefore, I crossed it, put the right number there, and put my initials next to it.
Now, Detective Lugo, in 2010, at the time that you
All right, we're going to step aside and take a break. We'll be right back after this.